Hi again folks, how's all doing? Okay then, time for a wee update on the layout. So as you can see here, I've been working on this area. I've done the static grass, the pub's in, petrol station's in, the road's in, I've got a wee bridge with a road under it, still to add trees and bushes and some other details. I've used some sheets of embossed card cobbles around the goods shed as I did around the engine shed. I've still to wash over it with some watered down black paint just to take away the shininess. And I'll be adding some fencing and stuff soon and other bits and bobs. I still need to complete the fencing around my engine shed actually. I'll need to get onto that. And I need to paint the fencing along the bottom of this embankment. And I'll need to order up a lot of new security fencing and other types of fencing to go around the goods yard here. I'm going to put a wall in at the end of the baseboard there with a gate in it leading into the goods shed. A couple of people commented on the name of the pub, the Gnome's Legs. It's down to my son really. He once said if he ever opened a pub, that's what he'd call it. It's a play on the name of an old pub in my hometown called the Gardener's Arms. It's just the way my son's mind works. But yes, there will be gnomes. And there'll be a beer garden where it will be eternally Oktoberfest. Don't ask why. The Jet garage is built from the Gauge Master kit, but I got the Jet Totem off eBay and painted it up, and I also added some more modern fuel pumps. A couple of people said it looks too modern, but you know, my layout is not based on any particular era. If anything, it's like a kind of modern day heritage railway, if you like. You know, I just really don't want to lock it down into any particular time slot, because to me that just restricts what I can do with it. And I like to have a wee bit of fun with it. You know, I've always liked layouts that have a wee bit of humour to them and don't take themselves too seriously. So as the layout progresses, you might see one or two odd things now and again. But yeah, I really didn't want to fix it into one period of time and have everything contemporary to that time. I'm just having a bit of fun with this layout. I'm going to have a wee house in this wee grassy spot here that I'm currently building from a kit. I've decided it'll be unoccupied and permanently up for sale. You know, who'd want to live next to a Jet garage and the Gnome's Legs and a railway? The idea is that off the baseboard here, you know, there's more houses and stuff off-world. And once that'll be a bit more obvious once I get some road markings in and some road signs and stuff. The bridge started off as a Will's double track kit, but it wasn't quite wide enough, so I ended up butchering an old plastic tunnel mouth and using some Metcalf card. But I think that looks fine. So I've still got quite a bit to do in this area, but once I've got the goods area basics done, the fencing and all the rest of it, I'll probably move on to the lift out section in this area here, which will then lead into the viaduct gorge, and finally the big hill in this area. I'll be so glad to get to that point, because from then on I'll be adding detail and having fun with it, and it should be much less hard work. But I'm pleased how it's all going so far. Still a long way to go. You know, there are times when I think we'll ever get there, and the old adage is true, it'll never be finished. One thing I'm really going to have to do soon though is have a big tidy up and a bit of a clear out. I've made a hell of a mess. A few people asked about the amp meters, about how they were wired in. You know, I did originally think of doing a separate video on this, but really they're very simple. You know, it's not really worthy of a subject on its own. If I just lift this one out. So basically, they just wire into the live feed to the track. So this wire will be coming from the controller, and this wire will go to the track. So the amp meter simply just interrupts the live wire to your track. Simple as that. So these are 1 amp meters, so each unit displayed on the gauge is 100 milliamps. One thing I would say about these, if you're going to get them, is to make sure you get dual polarity ones. So these will work when the locomotive's going forwards, like that, and then when it's going backwards, it'll work that way. Dual polarity ones in particular can be quite hard to find. I'll see if I can find the website I bought mine from and put a link in the description. But they seem to work quite well, and they've certainly proved quite useful in you know, measuring a locomotive's performance before and after servicing and stuff. Anyway, there you go, that's where I'm with the layout. I'm going to get my fencing, walls, trees, bushes and stuff in and around this area here finished. I'll get the Gnome's Legs beer garden sorted, and then I'll move on and start on the lift out section and continue on. Next video is going to feature something I got from Peter Spares, and then I have some nice donations to overhaul and maybe put up for charity auction or keep, not sure yet. But meantime, catch you later folks.